Welcome to Hello Talk English Pod.
Welcome to Hello Talk English Pod.
Welcome to another lesson. I'm Clem.
And I'm Liz.
In today's lesson, we have Liz and Doug, and they're talking about the Chinese New Year. Let's take a listen to their conversation.
Hey, Doug, do you have any plans for the weekend?
Nope. I've been taking it easy since New Year's.
Well, I'm going to Chinatown to celebrate Chinese New Year. You should come with me.
Oh, that sounds interesting. When is Chinese New Year?
It's on the 25th this year. The date changes each year since it follows the lunar calendar.
I see. How do you celebrate?
I usually go to see the parade that features lion and dragon dances.
Parades are lively. Do you set off fireworks too?
When I was little, we played with firecrackers. However, the city doesn't allow them anymore.
What about your family? Do you spend time with them?
Definitely. We have a family reunion the night before Chinese New Year. They give me red packets full of money to wish me good luck in the new year.
Nice. Does Chinatown look any different for this time of year?
The zodiac for this year is the rat. Therefore, you'll see a lot of rat decorations everywhere.
Okay. I'd be happy to celebrate with you. So as we just heard, Liz opens our dialogue by asking Doug about his plans for the weekend. Doug responds and says, "Nope, I've been taking it easy since New Year's." So Liz, what does taking it easy mean?
Taking it easy means relaxing, not working too hard, or taking a break from something. Liz responds and says, "Well, I'm going to Chinatown to celebrate Chinese New Year." So Clem, what do you think celebrate means?
To celebrate is to honor something. Usually you honor it by having a party or you commemorate it with ceremonies or festivities. Some events that people celebrate are birthdays or weddings.
Also holidays or graduations, a welcome back or a going away party.
Good examples. Doug then says, "Oh, that sounds interesting." If something sounds interesting, it means it seems appealing or it's intriguing. It could be something that's very engaging or exciting. So, Liz, can you think of examples of something that might sound interesting?
For sure. A friend told me about a new dumpling place downtown. I love dumplings, so I told him that sounded really interesting to me.
Yeah. Or if there's a movie that just came out, you might invite your friend and say, "Hey, do you want to go see the new movie this Friday?" And they could say, "Ooh, sounds interesting. Let's go."
Doug asks when Chinese New Year's is, and Liz says it's on the 25th this year. In this case, on means when something is happening or occurring. This is different from powering something on or off.
Right. It's not like turning on the light switch. It's saying that the event is happening on this time, on this day. Liz continues and says the date changes each year since it follows the lunar calendar. When she uses the word since, she means because. So the date changes because it follows the lunar calendar. And the lunar calendar, well, what's a calendar, Liz?
A calendar is something or a system used to measure time that's divided into days and months.
Yeah, and in this case, because it's a lunar calendar, it follows the cycles of the moon. Doug then goes on and asks about how Liz celebrates. And then Liz says, "I usually go to see the parade that features lion and dragon dances." Now, a parade is a large public procession. Usually it includes live music, maybe a big marching band, and it's very festive in nature. People sometimes wear costumes or they decorate vehicles and they go throughout a town or a city.
In this case, feature means includes or stars. So the parade that they are going to see on Chinese New Year is going to include lion and dragon dances.
Yeah, and lion and dragon dances are special dances that they bring luck and good fortune to people. And so during Chinese New Year's, they have special dances that might include two lions and they're people in lion costumes, and they move about in certain ceremonial fashions. And then they also have a dragon dance, which uses many people, and people hold up poles, and this is a big long dragon costume, and Supposedly, the longer the dragon, the more good luck and good fortune it brings the community that year.
Doug goes on and says, parades are lively. Lively means spirited, festive, or animated.
Can you think of any examples where someone can use the word lively, Liz?
If I'm walking by a park and I see a group of young children playing, I might describe them as lively because they're full of energy.
That's very true. Kids are very lively. You might also say that a party was lively, or an event was lively. Doug then questions, do you set off fireworks too? Now, fireworks are explosive devices, and they produce a display of noise and light, and they're usually used for celebrations. So you might see them shooting up into the sky, and they flicker out and flicker down, and they might have a whistling noise or a big popping sound. And there's also smaller fireworks that don't shoot into the sky, and they might just be on the ground exploding. And for Chinese New Year, I've usually seen those ones, like firecrackers that just make lots of loud noise and pretty tiny but bright explosions.
Liz then says, when I was little, we played with firecrackers. However, the city doesn't allow them anymore. What does however mean here?
Here you could also use but, though, or nevertheless. For example, when I was little, we played with firecrackers, but the city doesn't allow them anymore. Or, nevertheless, the city doesn't allow them anymore. Some other ways you could use however would be, I want to go out to eat tomorrow, however, I have a lot of homework and I don't think I'll finish it in time. Or, I really want to join you on vacation, however, I don't have the money for a plane ticket right now. Doug then questions Liz about the inclusion of family during the holiday and says, do you spend time with them? So to spend time with someone is to maybe visit them or to hang out with them, to go and see somebody or to be present with them. For example, when I'm home, I like to spend time with my dog, meaning maybe I like to go for a walk with my dog or I like to sit on the couch and pet my dog.
If I have time off for a holiday, I might spend time with my grandparents because I don't get to see them often.
Yeah, it's very important to spend time with family. Liz answers Doug's question and says, definitely, we have a family reunion the night before Chinese New Year. Now, a family reunion is a family get-together. It's usually a big family party where people maybe in your immediate family as well as your extended family all come in and they, see each other after usually a long time apart. And it's a good way to stay connected.
Last year, my family had a 10-year reunion. We hadn't all gotten together in 10 years, and it was great to see everyone again.
Wow, 10 years is a long time, but that's really good that you made the effort to make that happen. This coming year, my sister is trying to organize a family reunion because we haven't all been together for a while as well. But right now we're having a little bit of trouble deciding on the location, as well as what time of year it's going to happen, because everyone is busy. But we're going to figure it out because family reunions are important to us.
Liz continues describing her family and says, they give me red packets full of money to wish me good luck in the new year. These red packets are envelopes that usually adults give to children. They're also given out for weddings or graduations too.
Yeah, in Chinese, I think they call them hongbaos, which translates to red envelope or red package. And yeah, I know that during the holidays, little children expect them from adults usually, so they'll go up and ask them for these red envelopes. Doug questions Liz about how Chinatown looks during this time of year, and Liz says, the zodiac for this year is the rat. Therefore, you'll see a lot of rat decorations everywhere. So when she talks about the zodiac, she's talking about the zodiac sign, and there are 12 zodiac animal signs, and they cycle over the years in a certain order. And your specific zodiac sign is based on your birth year.
Doug finishes our dialogue by saying, I'd be happy to celebrate with you.
Yeah, and when he says, I'd be happy to celebrate with you, it's a form of an agreement, and it's also a nice way to show that you're enthusiastic about it. So if someone invites you to go to the zoo on the weekend, you might say, I'd be happy to go to the zoo with you. Or if someone even asks you for a favor, I might say, hey Liz, can you help me go grocery shopping later?
I'd be happy to.
Just like that. All right. let's take a listen to our dialogue one more time and pay special attention to our Chinese New Year vocabulary.
Hey, Doug, do you have any plans for the weekend?
Nope. I've been taking it easy since New Year's.
Well, I'm going to Chinatown to celebrate Chinese New Year. You should come with me.
Oh, that sounds interesting. When is Chinese New Year?
It's on the 25th this year. The date changes each year since it follows the lunar calendar.
I see. How do you celebrate?
I usually go to see the parade that features lion and dragon dances.
Parades are lively. Do you set off fireworks too?
When I was little, we played with firecrackers. However, the city doesn't allow them anymore.
What about your family? Do you spend time with them?
Definitely. We have a family reunion the night before Chinese New Year. They give me red packets full of money to wish me good luck in the new year.
Nice. Does Chinatown look any different for this time of year?
The zodiac for this year is the rat. Therefore, you'll see a lot of rat decorations everywhere.
Okay. I'd be happy to celebrate with you. Chinatowns across America light up for Chinese New Year. Neighborhoods will get together outside for street parties and parades, and it's very common to see lion and dragon dances during the celebrations.
Sometimes red packets are given with candy inside instead of money. In Los Angeles, Disneyland and Universal Studios decorate their amusement parks in a Chinese New Year theme.
Last year for Chinese New Year's, I was in London, and they had a huge parade that was going through the streets of London, and they had several different dragon dances, and there were kids that were dressed up, and they had many different lanterns and lights that they were using in the display as well as in the parade. Have you seen any other Chinese New Year celebrations, Liz?
I remember seeing one years ago when I was in high school. We had a dragon dance go through our cafeteria. It was fun seeing everyone dressed up in costume and hearing the music.
Yeah. A good friend of mine here in Chicago, his family owns Chinese restaurants, and it was the same thing that happened for me. They every year would bring the Chinese New Year celebration to help us understand Chinese culture a little bit better. And I remember, just like you were saying, the lion dances, and also they used to give us hongbaos, but they didn't give us money inside them. I can't remember exactly what they put inside those red envelopes, but they did it to show us pretty much the culture and how they celebrate in China. They also gave us fortune cookies, but fortune cookies are an American thing and they're not actually, legitimately Chinese culture. Well, Chinese culture. They're more Western Chinese culture. Well, we hope everyone out there listening has a good time celebrating Chinese New Year's this year, whether you're in China or you're in a big city that has a Chinatown or has its own Chinese New Year's celebrations. We look forward to seeing you next time.
See you next time.